What's up, race fans? We travel overseas today to France, hosting the Olympics. While NASCAR is on hiatus, Nitro Racing is not. We're here at LeMans for the 24 laps of LeMans. We're doing qualifying, and this is Jimmy, our points leader. Qualifying is a little bit different. It's being filmed in slow motion, and the times are being adjusted accordingly. That's a 747 with the slow-mo camera. Here's Alan Kulwicki, currently sitting second in points. He's looking really smooth. That is a 5.65. Now there's Richard Petty. Richard Petty is looking... he spins. He would have had a good lap. That's a 6.56. That is a 6.56. He does make it across. Just barely touches the line. That's a 6.56. Now here is Pete Hamilton. The top 12 drivers in points are locked into the race on points, and he ends up on his roof. He's going to start in the back. So here's Bill Elliott. He's taken hit the wall a couple times. That's 5.84. Sterling Marlin just got second place last week at Bristol. He slaps the wall, runs a 5.25. So far, he's on the pole. Caught up good there. There's Jeff Fuller. He's looking really smooth. That's a 5.56. Ricky Craven on the rubber tires. That car's actually very heavy. He has a good exit, looking smooth. Only hits the ball once, doesn't bounce that much. It's a 5.50. There's Todd Bodine in the 35. And wow, that was smooth. That was freaking fast. He did not touch the wall at all. That's under 5 seconds. That's a 4.9 flat. Now here's Johnny Benson, our other big, heavy, rubber-tired car. And he has a bit of a slow start, a little trouble at the gate. That is a nice, leisurely, still going, 10.3. Thankfully, he's in on points. Here's Rusty Wallace in the number 2 car. That's a 5.62. And Ross Chastain, our final driver, locked in on points. And that was fast. That was smooth. Even if he were last, he'd be in the show. Right now, he's starting second at 5 flat. This is Bubba Wallace. He's 13th. The first driver that needs a good qualifying run to get into the race. And he glides on the rail and drives off the track. Starts to barrel roll. And he's going to push his car into the trailer and reconsider his strategy for next week. You can see him there just resting, staring at the finish line. Not very happy about what happened. And here's Michael Waltrip in the 30 car. I think he's DNF'd in both races so far. And he's taking his time. His wheels lift, and that is a 12.3. That's not going to make it into the show. Here's Martin Truex Jr. He did not attempt the Bristol race because his transporter driver got lost. He didn't miss much. All but one driver DNF'd. Bristol's getting a repave, and Martin Truex Jr. is going to join his Toyota teammate in the trailers. Here's Ryan Blaney. These cars had a fast run at Daytona. So far, looking so good. He slaps the wall once. He starts pinballing. Rear end lifts, and he barrel rolls. He's not going to race. He's not going to race in the feature at all. You can see him upside down right there. That's disappointing for him after a great qualifying run at Daytona. And here's D Driver. His car's been fast. Hasn't handled well. He's crashed a lot. That's a 6.25. That's pretty smooth. There's E. Marshall, the old Matchbox casting. Wow, he gets a great start off the gate. That's a 5.22. He's probably going to get a front row start in the segments. This is Jeff Gordon. And that's a 6:12. Solid lap there. And here's David Green. David Green's hoping for a good run. Even though he pinballs a bit, that's still a 5:35. That thing is fast. Here's Ricky Rudd. And Ricky Rudd gets a DNF. Can't handle the car. Loses control there and ends up perched on the wall. Here's Harrison Burton. These newer Lionel castings have not fared well in this track here, since they seem to have trouble going in a straight line. Harrison doesn't. That's a 6.57. Here's Elmo Langley. Slides on the guardrail for a 6.0. And that is Jeremy Mayfield. Jeremy Mayfield's another one of those late 90s Hot Wheels. They've had trouble staying stable on this track so far, and he's no exception. He's going to DNQ. There he is on his roof. Not very high in points. Not going to have a chance to add to it this week. Now here's Ronnie McD in the 77. He has a little bit of trouble at the gate. And he's taking a nice leisurely stroll towards the finish line. He may not finish the lap. And he does, but that's a 14.4. He's not going to get in. This is Stacy Compton. He finished last in the Bristol race and seems to have disappeared. Did Thanos snap him away or something? He is not anywhere to be seen on the track or the surroundings. Maybe under something. He definitely had some trouble. Still looking for Stacy Compton. His car seems to have just vanished into thin air. It was riding down the track 1 minute, and the next, oh, there he is. He teleported himself underneath the split lane. I don't know why he would do that. Maybe to show off, but I would wait till the race to do that. He won't get any points. Here's Kaz Gralla. And he winds up on his roof just shy of the finish line. He is not going to get in. His car was upside down well before that. Doesn't look like his car's even touching it. Nope. He's not getting in under any set of rules. And this is Ace Grimm. That's Ronnie McDee's teammate. Bill Elliott's teammate too. He has yet to qualify for an event this year. And it's going very slowly. He's going to have to wait longer. He stopped just shy of the finish line. He's going to have to wait another week to get his shot at an event. Here's Ted Musgrave. That's Ted Musgrave, and he's going to miss the race. His car is probably going to be eliminated for the season. I know the rear axle rubs a little bit. 3 hasn't even been competitive. That's unfortunate. And Joey Logano, one of those Lionels. Will he have a good lap like Harrison Burton or a bad one like Martin Truex Jr.? So far, not so good. He's spinning. And he's barely crawling across the line. It's a 13.78. Now this is David Reagan, another car with rubber tires. So far he's going pretty smoothly. And he starts to pinball. And he's off the track. He won't be racing. That is a DNQ for David Reagan. His debut is going to have to hold off for another week too. Now, his car is not going to be eliminated because it did make the Gatorade duels. It almost won one of the Gatorade duels, so it does have speed. I doubt it'll win a race this year, but I'm going to give it another shot or two. That was Morgan Shepherd. He runs a 688. This is Texas Terry. Runs a 7.56. Right now, Morgan Shepherd is 20th. That's Jamie McMurray, not Johnny Benson. I believe I called him Johnny Benson at the Daytona 500, but that's Jamie McMurray. He runs an 837. That's not going to get him in. This is Swervin' Irvin. Big rubber tire car like Benson and Craven. He's stopped well short of the finish line. He's not going to race today. Here's Jeff Green. Jeff Green has a good start, and he starts to pinball, and he stopped well short. Swervin' Irvin and Jeff Green, that's 3 qualifying DNFs. They are eliminated. You're not going to see their cars in qualifying. It's just a waste of time to run them down the track. Here's Bobby Labonte. He shoots out like a rocket. Starts to slow down, hits the wall. That's a 647. Could have shaved a whole second off of that if he didn't hit the wall there at the end. There's Kyle Petty. His days in the series attempting to qualify are numbered. And these 3 cars, not Jeff Green like I had first thought. Ted Musgrave, Swervin' Irvin, and Kyle Petty are eliminated. Kyle Petty and Swervin' Irvin are just slow and unstable. Ted Musgrave's got a rear axle damage. I may repair his car and bring it back later in the season. I have an announcement to make later this season that involves the car repair indirectly. But that won't be for a few races later this season. I'll make that announcement. See you on race day.